I used to think this was impossible. When I was a kid in particular, I had kind of an ability to sort of like run maybe a short distance, like somewhat quick. I favored running 100 meters and 200 meters. That was a lot for me, but like that's kind of all I could do, right? I really enjoyed that, and I sort of got to participate in a lot of like sports carnivals growing up, and sort of win against a couple of people at my school and also at a more broader level, and that was really cool. But interestingly, when I went to these events, I saw other events. I saw long distance, and funnily enough, I just thought genetically that that's impossible, or that's something that you just got to look the right part for. And I just thought my legs could only run a certain amount or at a certain intensity. I didn't understand that maybe that's not the case. Like, I guess this all harks back to when I was a kid. I was in year four, and we had this particularly fit, like homeroom teacher that kind of made us. He was kind of a cool guy. He had like awards and trophies for all these different things. But I guess in my eyes, the way I saw it, the most coveted trophy was a like sort of either weekly or bi-weekly, I guess fortnightly triathlon that was sort of ran at the school with everyone in the class. And this would kind of be like a bit of a, yeah, like a long, it was triathlon, but effectively it was more like a longish obstacle course and a couple of laps. But as a kid, I thought this was fantastic. And I guess, I don't know why, but I thought it was something really cool. Maybe I like the look of the trophy. But I think for me, I had this one friend who was really, really good. And he always won. His name was, let's see, his name was Stefano. And like, he was an absolute champion at this. And I just couldn't like, so I did my best. Uh, there were other people in the class that were somewhat fit, but it seemed to be the case that he would always come first, and I did my best, and I think I came second. But I'd always remember when I'd finish the line, like there'd still be a distance he'd put in front of me. I don't know what it was. I think maybe he did a lot more after school training for like soccer at an earlier age than me, so maybe he built up a better endurance capacity, or maybe he had like older brothers, so he was used to sort of trying to keep up with them. So maybe that might have been the point. But interestingly enough, I never once did beat him in that school competition, but I kind of did win one time, or maybe twice, when he was sick or he was away. So because of that, I got to win. So I got first place, but it didn't feel the same. I mean, I guess it was good that I still tried and I like was consistent, but it still didn't really felt that I'd ever really won. And I guess that's what this is going back to. This whole competition and being able to challenge your beliefs and really try for something. So for me, that's what this is about. I want to like get faster and compete with people and really push myself to see where that limit lies, and really say to my younger self that, well, it's not genetic. You just have to really, you have to try, but you can do it. Like, it's something you should be able to give up at. It won't come overnight, but it'll be worth it. And that feeling of running fast is something amazing. Like, on Saturday just past, there's what's called a park run, which is where you kind of like all around the world. There's this there's this free community run put on by volunteers, which are fantastic. And like what happened was, I went there, and this was probably the second one. So I'd done it the week prior, and I was excited to maybe try put in a personal best and try get back under 20 minutes. So I was really hyped up, like really excited, and really like, I can do this, I can do this. So I was like really trying to challenge that, that prior belief, and just really believing that I can go for this. So here I was at the front of the line, and as soon as I hit start or go, I press go on my watch, because like I sort of run with the Garmin running watch, which helps to sort of track my time and distance and everything, and helps the pacing. And I was nervous, and I managed to run pretty quick in the first kilometer, right? So that feeling was something amazing. It was so quick, and I just really felt like, wow, this is something. And I guess maybe that's what I liked as a kid, or I could start to understand a bit of that sense of just that speed or that competition and just sort of being out in the front. And that was amazing. So I want to keep striving for that, and I want to like push to be out the front. But I didn't quite win that. I came 17th on the weekend, and I fell short of my personal best because I didn't have enough. Just excuses. The last kilometer was where I could have done it, but I ran too slow. So, and that's disappointing because I wanted to kind of be here on camera and say I did it. But look, it doesn't always happen the way you want, but that's okay. Like, I did my best, and the beautiful thing about these runs is I can go again. So I look forward to challenging myself. I look forward to running under 20 minutes. So while I end this, I'd like you to tell me something that as a kid you always competed with people, or something that you look back to fondly and kind of thought, wow, like that was amazing. Like maybe share an experience, like did you do a triathlon or something like that as a kid where it was kind of like a challenge that you did a couple times or a particular moment? You know, that'd be great to hear. And yeah, I mean, that's what I want this channel to do. I want to be able to educate and help you guys to think that cycling isn't impossible, and losing lots of weight or being fit, being healthy, you know, clearing up your mind, it's not that impossible. I mean, it might seem like it at first, but it really just takes a number of steps. And over the process and having fun, you'll get there. So